Namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang this morning. Welcome, welcome. And of course, welcome to you who are joining us via broadcasting today. Big welcome. And let's see what will happen today. Very good. You can,
Hello, Mooji.
Hello.
I'm so much grateful to be here. And I wanted to thank you for deep and touching and loving 5 weeks in Rishikesh. You said, stay in your heart, and you see, this tree bear immediate fruit.
Yes.
And those fruit, it's so sweet and genuine. This peace, deep peace, serenity, love, and joy. They all come from, it's not from the world, it comes from this source. And it feels so good. It's like nothing can touch this. Even something happened or comes up like anger or confused, it's like nothing. And those fruit are watched by something this water is not from earth, it's not from here. But it's here, everywhere, all the time. It seems like it doesn't know anything about anything. It doesn't know what is ego, what is person. Even as a dream, it doesn't know it. Because it's always awake. Even itself, it doesn't know. It's so pure. And yet, it is in knowing itself. It knows everything, like every past, every future, every present, and all the possibilities of every past and future.
So to be saying these things, you must be also that.
Yes, because there is no difference between what I am, what we are to this.
Yes.
When I look, there is no any gap, any difference at all. Like every question bring to this like who I am or what is life, where love comes from, even where this microphone comes from. It takes me to the same source. Everything animates from this. And there is no any division or difference from this. It's all one because all the things which animate from this carried, so to speak, the same quality, so to speak, like stillness and emptiness and innocence and pure love, everything. And it's no different from this, like, because of this, all is one. All is one. And I know in my blood that this is here before this body was born. I know it. I know it.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for this with all my heart.
Yes.
Every word you said, every point, it's come direct to my center of my being. And open my heart up. And I can see there is no any resistance or nothing, like everything is, there is opening and willingness and love, and I'm not doing it.
You have spoken very well, from inside the inside itself, to confirm for everyone to take some encouragement, also inspiration, to see that it is revealing itself in that mind that is open, receptive, in the heart that is receptive, you see. What can you lose except delusion? So, what beautiful testimony to that. From that, by that, to that.
Can I come to hold your hand?
Yes. Oh yes, it's good. It is 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 good like this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
I love you.
Thank you, Mooji.
Thank you.
I would like to share what happened at the last day of the last retreat here. At the last session of yoga, my heart was completely open. And I started crying, and it was very beautiful. So I went to breakfast. I sat down, and I started peeling a banana. And in that banana, the energy of the whole universe was there.
I was going to say it must be a very important banana.
I'm very thankful to bananas. Then I looked at the fork, the plate, the egg in my plate, the table, the people around, the whole place was full of that energy. And I realized that each atom that was there to show us awakening, to help us to go to awakening. And I started laughing and crying and laughing and crying. So I was looking at people around me. I said, oh, I have to go out. So I went on the deck, and in a non-instant, in a snap of a finger, there was no more Patrick.
Yes.
Gone. Yes. And there was an incredible energy. All my past, all my karma was gone. I had no more size. There was nothing to contain me. It was completely open, and there was a freshness, something fresh, something. I have no words, but I kept it with me for 1 year. And when I woke to the satsang, mine came back very slowly. I cannot say this disappeared, but mine came back first as the size of a little ant, then a dog, then an elephant.
Elephant.
Then a dinosaurus. But what I got from it is the conviction that it's possible. Yes. And if it's possible for me, it's possible for everyone. I mean, I'm not a special being. I'm just an ordinary guy. So I think everybody can reach it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I realized I found what I've been looking for all my life at that instant or non-instant. I don't know. That freshness. That it was like the first day of the world. But there is a but. When I came back home, I was the same guy, arguing with my wife. Insulting people when I was driving. You're not going too fast enough. You're going too fast. You know. Yes.
Bananas are back to normal. And,
yeah, hopefully.
I want to say something about that because I heard that you say, I kept it with me for a year. And what that signaled is that the you came in, the you, the sense of yourself, and it became a relationship. And in that moment, you see, what happens is that in that instant that it was so fully revealed, you know, actually you were not there.
Mm-hmm.
It threw you out, as I said, and it replaced your absence. It was only it. And it and you, same thing. It threw out the not you. And it takes a while for us to somehow recognize that this source and yourself are one. Now, if the sense of I remains there in some way, then that I will treat it as an experience. And if it becomes an experience for you, then every experience has beginning and has duration as ending also, you see. It becomes a phenomenal thing. On the other hand, if it is experienced, that what is happening here, is you are enjoying the perfume of the self, which is your own self, and you're enjoying. It's there. The perfume may come and go, but the self does not come and go. And yourself and it is same thing. It won't go. It never went anywhere, actually. It didn't go. But something moved and seemed to eclipse it. A relationship, an idea, an identity believed in, seemed to create again some persona over it. And then the attention is living in the notion or the mode of a person again. And somehow this, which is, it cannot move because it is infinite. In that moment that it was in its full display, there was no one to measure it. It alone was enjoying itself, know itself, you see. But because of the contrast that a second before, a person seemed to have been there, and then it is gone somehow in the bright light of that awareness. But still, the sense of the person was not destroyed. It came back in, and maybe the suggestion inside that is that oh, wow, this is wonderful, or something. But actually, you are it. Still, the person's sense must come back because it's a long association, and gradually it comes back in, but not with the same strength. And because of this discovery, which before you were searching to have a discovery like this, then when it happened, the search, in a sense, is not necessary. You are here. And gradually, this self-love develops, and the sense of separation begins to thin away, like it has no reality. So gradually the person is bleached out, it thins away. And this abiding one, it is still felt very powerfully as the sense of presence. And presence is not personal. It is like a very beautiful detachment, a state of beautiful detachment and awareness. Sometimes I use the example that if you've been traveling for some time, some of you, I'm sure, you've traveled away from the usual place you live for maybe 6 months or a year. And then you have to go back, you go home again. When you go home, everything is there. All the streets, all the houses, the neighbors, the shops and everything. The children maybe grow a little bit and so on. But you know all of this. And yet there's a detachment from it. People come to fill you in with the whole stories, who's got married, who's got divorced, who's got new children, all these things. And you understand all these stories. You understand everything that's being said. But it doesn't touch you. It doesn't go in. Like it doesn't come through the solar plexus of being. It seems to be just, yeah, you understand. But you are not plugged in so deeply. This begins to happen more and more in your natural state. You know everything is there. It's not that it vanishes. But the impact of it and the meaning that it used to have for you, that is thinned out quite a bit. So you're familiar with it, but the impact of it is not strong for you. And there's a beautiful detachment, a space that is there that must be honored. Sometimes mind comes and you get the sense that, oh, I don't fit in anymore. And you feel a little bit sort of like an outsider. And some people, they panic. And they try furiously to get back in. But others see the beauty of it. They say, wow, I can be here. I'm not pulled into anybody's story. It is understood, I understand what they say, but I'm not caught up in that traffic anymore. You can see it. You may stay like this for a while, but gradually, you adjust again and go back into the role you left in the whole time. But some people don't. They manage to keep this beautiful aliveness, this freshness, where everything is familiar, but nothing is suffocating. You see? And it's not that you don't care, it's just that you don't mind. Not I don't care about that. No, I don't mind how it is. Because I don't have any emotional or psychological investment in anything that is arising. It is a beautiful freedom. You have not rejected anyone, but simply nothing is so sticky for you, you see. Then you become more self-aware in the natural way of your own being and the vibration of presence. It becomes a new climate for you, and a very agreeable one. But it is still a powerful thing that happened for you, because as you say, now I know it is possible. Now I know it is real. Not simply I believe, you have experienced as verified for you that it is possible. You see? Now the question may come, how is it possible that such a thing could stay? You see? That the mind doesn't come back, or I, whatever I am, does not go back into mind again. Sure, it is. Something is adjusting, you see. Now you know, and so it's not anymore, I wonder if you know. And something becomes more open to this. Because compared to what you have tasted, the regular life has very little to offer of that profundity of experience and depth of that wisdom and freedom, this lightness of being. What can give you this? Maybe you experience something but only momentary in daily life, like that. Which is fine. Daily life has its beauties also. It has its beauties. It has its creativity, its wonderfulness. But when you have tasted, you've had this self-taste. It is something very, this is another level of consciousness. So pure, so...
Nothing is left of the person. It's
Yes. Yes.
But the problem is that after the mind came back even stronger.
Minds come back because if you have been living under the jurisdiction of the mafia, you're paying your rent to the mafia, okay? And he takes care of everything, you know, when the garbage trucks, they have to come on time, everything is coming on time. You're looking after a client. And you think, oh, Mr. Mafia, you're so good, thank you so much. Until you want to leave. I'm going away to live somewhere else. And then it does not work like that, okay? I can't afford to lose this rent. Come on, get back in your house. You see? I say, whoa, this is not good. You want to be free. I said, but I'm free. I can go where I want. Nice idea. It's like that. So the minute you have tried to escape and you get caught, and then he's keeping an eye on you. Sometimes it feels like this. You have tasted, many people have come and they have also shared their experience. Sometimes just after a powerful insight, you know, comes resistance and doubts come very strongly. Why this dynamic is happening? And doubts come furiously. Oh, you're not good enough. It's not going to happen. Like this. For a while, this play continue. And you have to be aware of that. Now, the doubt also is a sensation. If I don't identify with it, it evaporates. Because it comes, it can only live if it connects with something. The thought has to connect with the thinker, then it combusts into something, it makes something. If it comes and it has no client, he has to evaporate. He has no other choice but to go back into oblivion, go back into emptiness. You see? Because you don't have to transcend something that has no meaning for you. If something has no meaning for you, you don't have to work at transcending it. It doesn't even register in your consciousness. It's only those things that have meaning for you. And then somehow you're struggling to, overcome the meaning and the impact of the meaning for you. Then you say that you will transcend. But how many things you have to transcend? Not much. Most things in life don't trouble you. Just if 1, 2, or 3 things, enough. Because when they come, they get inflated inside your consciousness, and you're struggling just to get some air from them. But now you're discovering that the one who is struggling, this one is not your final truth, is not really what you are also. It's another mask you're wearing. The one who is struggling, it is the favorite hanging out place for the consciousness, the belief, I am this person. I'm getting better, I'm growing more spiritually and so on. It is within the dream itself. You see? But it is believed so deeply, no one questions it. Nobody questions it, you see? So it's as though your spirituality must begin there, at the place of your assumed identity, where it is the most strong. We start to work there. And then you try to move forward from there. But this is the beauty of this non-dual pointing, because it begins to look from the very first point. But who is this guy who is saying, I'm not attracted to this, I've done all these things. Who is speaking there? And it might take you by surprise, because you don't expect your inquiry to start so early. You see, in many paths, things go on because the ego is included in the journey. He says, come on, we're journeying, we're getting better. And we like to, we like getting more spiritual, yes, we think better. Now I can meditate for 2 hours. And look, I'm more silent than you. He likes to keep this. But from the outset, what is strong in this path is that from the outset is being scrutinized. But who is this one also? Who is going on the journey and becoming? Who is it? Take a look. And something feels very uncomfortable. It's like, wow, steady on. Not so quick, Give me some space. But who wants this thing? I don't think this is the right path for me. I didn't come here to be upset by you. You see, you're onto him, you see. So only the ones who are strong, they catch it. Look, already, he's caught me from the very first. I went to show him my muscles, and he caught me. You see? So this is the power of the inquiry, because it is starting that the one who wants to make the journey, the one, you see, who you're holding on to, is the very one you should throw away. This is too strong. This is too strong. I come here to grow and to become better. You're chopping me up. Is there any space beyond this one? Or is this the Alpha and Omega? Who is this one? It is standing like it is, yes, I have done already so much training, I've done meditation, I've done all these things. Yeah? Zazen, I've done many of these. Now, just bless. So, but you are who, you see? And still, people are confused by this. They say, what is he talking about? You're not being helpful. Okay, who is the one to get help? Who is the one to receive the help? Go on, tell me. Who is the one to receive the help? Is he? So it's me, you know. I come here, you know. I'm very sincere about it. This is the power of inquiry. And it will bring up very strong reactions because the very one you're trying to protect is the very one who is creating all this struggle to be free when you are in fact free. But you see, you're not easily convinced. So this is why I say this doctor does not heal the patient. This doctor kills the patient. It's the grand delusion because you feel that no, don't come. No. But when this one is exposed, you find, oh my God, I didn't realize that all this I am. I never could see because I put my eyes somewhere else.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because I've been looking for it for about 45 years of meditating, zazen, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, going to Buddhist retreats, and 45 years. And then I met you and hop, it came. So really, thank you.
It is very important to because something wants to buy in onto long journeys also. But this is why we talk about this shortcut. So what does shortcut mean? Why to waste all this time when the thing you're looking for is right here? The mind is going to send you on a very long journey. Epic journey. One you can write books about. But maybe after all this journey, you still don't find freedom. You're still left with Mr. Ego. Very good.
I have a special request because a member from the Belgian Sangha who couldn't make it, she made me promise to tell you that she loves you.
What is her name?
Her name is Hilde.
Hilda.
Hilde.
Hilda. I love you, Hilda.
She's there. And she couldn't make it because she's afraid of traveling. She's never traveled and she needs someone to go with her. And
But she could come with you, no?
Yeah, but it was too late. It was too late when I had her on the phone.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
is she watching?
I think so, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I read you a sonnet by Shakespeare?
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah. I have Shakespeare in my pocket. Oh, I haven't got my spectacles. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear times waste. Then can I drawn an eye unused to flow for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long silence cancelled woo, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances forgone, and heavily from woo to woo tell o'er the sad account of for bemoan moan, which I knew pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear Mooji, all losses are restored and sorrows end.
Okay, my English is not that good. I have to read that slowly, and because we grew up also reading King James version of the Bible, and he speaks, thou art, and so on. And many people in Jamaica, they still speak up in the country, thou and thine, and it's not this, and we understand that much. Shakespeare is a bit further. I don't. It takes a little bit more.
But it's the last sentence is the most important, I think.
Yes. Say again.
There's all these problems and sadness and woes and thinking of lost friends and so on. But if the while I think of you, dear friend, dear Mooji, all losses are restored and sorrows end.
Yes. There's a beautiful thing. It reminds me of something by Hafiz, I think. In just a line or two. He says, the only thing that seems to separate you from me is my idea of you. The only thing that seems to separate you from me is my idea of you. And this is very striking. Very good.
Thank you, Mooji.
Thank you.
I felt that I had to come up and say this to you.
Yeah.
I'm here only for you. I'm here only for you.
I am here only for you too.
I can see only because of you. And I can hear only because of you. And my heart beats because of you. And even my thoughts are you. But I felt that I had to stand up and say it aloud to you. Because yesterday, my mind got so entangled in my thoughts, and I couldn't listen to you. And it felt like I insulted you. I couldn't see you. And it was just a thought, and I know it comes from my mind, that thought, from my person. But I just kept running it and running it in my head. And it felt like I lost you. But I also feel maybe I should ask that question that was troubling me, because it will be probably coming up again and again. So I was reading the book yesterday by Papaji. And during one of the satsangs, he said that your only desire should be for freedom, but you should be serious and honest about it. So I read it. You should be honest about it. And it felt like in my heart I had this question. But what about having children? Will I ever have children? If my only desire is freedom, will I ever have children then? And I know that this thought, it's kind of even irrelevant. It doesn't really have so much importance. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, it keeps coming up.
True.
And I remember in Monte Sahaja as well, when I was at the retreat a few years ago, and you were talking about having no desires, you have to leave all your desires. And there were mothers or pregnant women. And I remember looking at them and thinking, they clearly had a desire to have a child. This is a desire. And it kept confusing me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then I thought, Papaji had children. Is that a desire? So it kept confusing me. Mm-hmm. And it distracts me as well, this thought, very often.
Thank you for bringing it up. Because desire and life, they kind of go together actually. But when you are become obsessed with any desire, if some desires are totally natural, even the desire to eat is a desire. The desires are natural up to a point, but when they begin to become too much of a meaning for you, then they become powerful distractions also. And maybe they just have to be followed through at a certain point because they have such a weight, such a pull in them. So, what I would say when you speak and you said, yes, it did come up, will I have, if my desire is only for freedom, will I ever have children? Well, let me put it another way. You have many friends. Did you have a desire to meet these friends in particular? Did you know that you were going to have these people in your life now who are perhaps deeply meaningful and connected? Did you see them before it happened? Did you say, oh, I want to have friends, and a friend like this one particularly, and then this one particularly came? No, many things we don't know how they're going to come about. The mind offers a range, but the self is beyond those range and capacity of your mind's, your conceiving mind. You see, we don't know how things happen. Not everyone who even have a child was even necessarily desiring one. You see, it's not necessarily like that. And you can apply that to anything at all. Some people have a feeling, I never ever want to work again. I'm finished with work. And then 1 year later, they got their own business and doing whatever. You cannot, I would say better just leave it and let the life unfold and carry its unfolding through this body itself. This would be fine life. And that was more what I'm speaking, you see. As long as your mind is in the driving seat determining what will be good for your life, you will never live your full life. You'll be given many projections, many desires, many ideas, but the life will not just fulfill them. Like you have the power to dream, the freedom and power to dream, but you don't have the freedom and power to make all your dreams come true. Some part of it may come, another part maybe don't come like that. Great is that life that is discovered in its unfolding, not coming out of necessarily some construct, okay, when I'm this, then I can have that, and then after that, then I will do this, and so on. Of course, it produces life, a version of life, but there are other possibilities, and the greatest of which is that which is suited to this form. And the more you allow yourself to observe rather than to take hold of and to manipulate it, the more you'll find your life in beautiful alignment with your heart. You'll find such joy and peace. Otherwise, the mind will keep on presenting options, and you'll be on the road, moving from pillar to post about so many things. So, don't worry about that. There's a beautiful passage in the Bible. Jesus was speaking to his disciples and followers. Don't worry about what you'll eat or what you'll wear. Look at the birds. They don't work and toil and strain, yet God feeds them. Or look at the flowers in the field, how beautiful, how splendid they are. Not even Solomon, King Solomon, in all of his splendor, was dressed as beautiful as a simple flower, which is here for just a few moments and is gone. How much more will God take care of you? He said like that. But first, seek the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will unfold for you. He said like that. But we are seeking all the things first and hoping that they will bring you to this highest place. And this is what Papaji is meaning, you see. Fix your mind, your desire, on freedom. And this desire for freedom will burn every other desire naturally. Not with great pain. It will burn other desires. And when it has burned all the desires, it will itself consume itself. It will not leave any desire. And this is what he means. That you cannot go at freedom 78%, 90%, 98%. The attitude must be, yes, I am here for this. But how can you have such a powerful attitude? You see, it cannot just come from your mind. You won't just sit and say, you know what, I just really want freedom, and I think, I just want this, and I'm going to try and do this. No, often it comes because first you get a taste. You get a taste. And when that taste generates the conviction that it is totally possible. It is like the serum is in, and it has an effect, and this effect is that you want nothing more than to be totally free. You may call it God's drug. Because some people come to satsang and they maybe come just to keep company with a friend. But they come and somehow something touches deeply in them. And they're no more here only as company. They're here for themselves. And in a short time they realize, but this is what I was looking for. I didn't recognize that this is really because your heart becomes so content, so full, so light, so complete. And then all other secondary desires, they fall away because you have found that, even unexpectedly. You may not have been looking consciously for it. This kind of response comes. I told you the story also. In London, I have a very small, I always live in very small places. I have a very small apartment. We're having satsang there. One couple, they wrote from Madrid, we would like to come to satsang on Sunday, but we need to not sit on the floor because my wife and I, our backs are not good. Please make sure we have something to sit on. No? I can't guarantee. Anyway, they arrived in, I think, Heathrow. They took taxi. They came late. The place is full already. But there are benches outside and a speaker box, so and it's nice, comfortable. You can have chai and everything and listen to satsang inside. But they come and they could not find a seat, and they were very upset about it, very angry. They decided they're leaving, they're not staying. Although they could hear everything. They said, oh no, well, they're going off. But guess what happened? The taxi driver stayed. The taxi driver said, sorry, can I want to stay, and I'll call you another cab. I'll see if there's another cab in the area, they'll come pick you up. So they had to wait anyway, because Kachar says, something is going on here, I would like to stay. He felt this vibration. It wasn't a mental thing. He felt something feel. Yes, they come. They feel this vibration. One time also, some police came to my house because I was one woman. It's a funny one now, but I didn't want to be too long about that one. But they came to my house, and then while they come to the house, we were having satsang, and they come in because one lady came in the house. She was screaming and something, and they came and they looked, and everybody sitting. It was a big thing. Afterwards, he asked, "What is happening here?" So I explained, He said, yes, what, only today on Sunday you have? He wants to come. He said, I never see a room of people together like this, quiet. Just this, but it already is something. So something has to happen already inside. And they feel it's already calling the attention, come more in, find out a bit more. And like this, you come, and you find that your heart is feeling happy, mind is calm, and so on. So don't worry about all these other things, what if I go now, will this happen, and maybe I should have my children first, and then after that, like this. These calculations, they don't work. Come now, because the voice call you now, like that. And if you are destined to have children, you are going to have them. You see? It may even be an immaculate conception if you can't find... It may be you, we don't know. It happened before, no?
But I know ultimately I'm here to be you and for you.
Yes.
But it's just, these thoughts distract me when they come up.
Yes. Everyone. Thoughts are distracting everybody. But the ones who are searching for freedom become more aware of them. They seem to play even more loud because you're aware of them. You see? Before it was normal, We think it's normal just to be always thinking normal, not happy, but normal. And then you start to say, wait a second, but it's just a thought, Where did this thought come from, Who's it come for, even, it may come. So you start to be aware, and then, It's like something is trying to find which this thought that really fits you best to distract you. You know? And this one, try this one, try that. See? The children, what about me? That's it.
Well, that's what happened yesterday. I couldn't even
That's what
hear you.
happened yesterday. Yes, yes. Gradually, they lose their power because when they come, they feel totally factual, not fictional. They are fictional, but they look factual because something is relating to your sense of person, some sense of deficiency or lacking, and it speaks to that. And then, oh yeah, but what? And you don't realize you've gone into person mode. You see? That you have to be so in touch with your life, you know what your next move is likely to be. This is not life in its highest expression. Spontaneity also is a place. There's a place for thinking and for consideration and like this. There's a time for that, but not as much time as we give it. You see? You become so empty. Everything seems, your life seems so rounded, so complete, but you didn't arrange it. You're just open. You're just, your eyes are fixed only on this, and yet everything is flowering around you. Wherever you go, be the heart of that place. You become the heart of that place. Not because you intend to, just you are happy and your sense of completeness is there. Not sterile happy, not this perfect, no. Just you're sitting inside your own heart. And then the life why I say life is miraculous, is things happen you would never expect at all. You could not have thought of them. You could not have included them in your plans. Your plans was made up of logic and speculation. But the life that unfolds, it is magical. You don't expect something and suddenly it is coming like this, coming.
Thank you.
Yes,
I love you.
I love you. At a certain point, you become so totally in trust and in love with that, that the idea of arranging something feels like, why would you pick up such a burden? Huh? When God is playing as your secretary even. It's arranging everything for you. Why you have to go and do this? You are wrong anyway about it. Because I'm frequently being asked, so what you want to wear tomorrow? What you want to eat? I don't know anything at all. I said, my God, I'm totally molested. Because I don't know. I don't care about it. It will be fine. You know, that moment is not going to become, and it's a blank. Because you didn't think it through. Something is going to happen. You know, the world stops. That's as far as we got. No. It's going to happen. Something is going to be there for you. Yeah? Thank you so much.
Mooji. I'm coming to see you because I know 3 years now the YouTube Mooji.
Yeah, YouTube Mooji.
And I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, very good.
Also the Sangha. Thank you. Oh,
Yes, yes. Good Sangha.
really good.
Good Sangha. Yes.
come with one question. Normally the mind is the bad guy, huh? I come just as the lawyer from him, because
I don't think mind is only bad. No.
Because I think I wouldn't be here if I have no mind to organize everything and registration and flights and so on.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, after realizing who I am, I had problems a lot. And when I watching YouTube, you said it is like a glove. You have to figure this out. Do you remember this situation?
Yeah. Like turning the glove inside out?
Yes, something like this, to make it smooth. Because the last week I had really much more trouble. And I'm looking at this and I said, probably is there a person to burn? Yes, because I felt humiliated. And
you what?
Humiliated.
Humiliated or
Humiliated?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so sure.
say the. You're a lawyer, no? You have to say. Don't get these type of words.
No,
right.
at the work.
You're humiliated at the work.
Probably humiliated. I'm not so sure. I show you because I come in situation that they shouting at me and say, "Why did you doing that?" This, and I'm looking at that, and they say, "Why did they behave like me, to me like this?" And then I felt ashamed and depressed, you know. So I thought, if there is a proud arrogance, you only can be humiliated.
Humiliated, yeah.
Yes, humiliated if you have an arrogance. Yes.
Yes.
If you
or
don't
identity, you can put like the identity is taking delivery of this thing. Yes, it is true.
So I thought probably this is this figure out from this glove to make it smooth to the. If the I am is like the hand, and you have this glove as the mind, and I'm coming to ask you how to guide the mind, how to use him wisely. Yes?
Yes, you don't need to worry about this. Let me explain, give me a few moments to talk about that. Because mind is not reliable in that way. You started by saying, that, it has been widely, especially in spiritual places, that mind is the bad guy or something. No, all this is mind. All is mind. I would call mind is like the names and form department of consciousness. This is how we have the sense of enjoying and the sense of differences and this the instrument for comparing, interpreting, measuring variety and so on. All of these functions are there. And these things don't cause you any trouble particularly. They're practical function, pragmatic functioning of mind like this. It is more the psychological aspect of the mind, where we, consciousness, are identified with the notion of self, the idea of what that's been fed to us, of who we are, that we inherit from life, from family, from society, from our culture. The limited belief that we are primarily our body, and the kind of programming that has come to the body, or the conditioning, like that's what we are. And that's where we move from. That is a very limited thing. Of course, that function is there too. And then we are here trying to point you to a space greater than that, beyond that, behind that, so that you become aware of this. Because not being aware of your source being, your life is a very disabled life actually. It's malfunctioning very easy because you are not grounded. Because the mind is not stable, you see? And even if you hold one thing looks stable, then also the next moment, your moods are not stable and you will perceive it differently. So you're in a field of fluctuation. It's a very unstable realm. Only when somehow the mind is rooted in the heart's energy, in the self, then it functions as a harmony. That's why sometimes you hear, I will say, keep your mind in your heart, this type of thing. But by itself, it is not consistent enough to then speak as though this is a realm of facts. It is not. It is a realm of fiction until you find the fact of yourself. Who is the weakness of the mind? It is you who see the mind. It's not the mind see you. Like I said, use the example of the hand. I say, I am looking at my hand. My hand is not looking at me. And it's the same way. You are the observer of mind. And you determine its power also. You have the power to determine its function and its abilities, because it draws its life and its power from your identity and belief in it. That's a very powerful relationship that you must understand, that relationship. Otherwise you'll feel like a victim to it. This is all that I speak about like that. And now we speak about this that you brought up, how to, make best use of the mind. Best use is first you must understand clearly, not just understand intellectually, but experientially. You must come back to yourself in a very authentic way. And then automatically the mind will align itself in the energy of the self. If you try to control the mind, you who are trying to control the mind must be coming from some personal force, because you are trying to control the mind because you think, I better control him before he control me. You see? So that is a very shaky premise, to be trying to control the mind, which is it's very, very powerful medium that has to be put in control by pure understanding and wisdom and the establishment in the self that you are coming from your true place. Then the mind is a servant. Otherwise he's going to want to be a master, and he's not a good master. You see? So first you be rooted in the true, which is not difficult actually. That's what I'm pointing to, because we could talk about many things, but the most effective is to point you in a place that you can see from your true place. Once you are seeing from the true place, everything in your world, internally and externally, begins to align itself, because you're back in your power, in your true power, beautiful power. And this power is not a power that wants to reign over anybody. It doesn't want to control. It doesn't need to control. The God self does not want to control anything. It says be and things become. It is not a ruler. A ruler is a kind of tyrant. He's already afraid. He wants to control and manipulate. The real self does not need to control. It's not intimidated by anything. The devil is not a match for God. He's only a match for you. When you're in your identity, then yeah, he can manipulate. Look, you're no good. No, they don't like you. Look on there. And you see, it's only to the person that voice can seem real and deceiving, but not to your higher self. In your higher self, you don't even notice these things. Nothing to worry about. So that is the way, the answer to your question is you be established in the self in such a clear way, not merely by understanding, yes, I know I am not all these things, and I just, I know I am the self. No, this knowing I'm the self is being the self. This knowledge and being, they're synonymous, they're the same thing, one. And all of this meeting is only to be established in that. That is the direct way to self-discovery and self-recovery. We are like the recovering consciousness, because we have extended out into a field of multiplicity and duality and living primarily as though we are just our body and conditioning, and feeling buffeted by life and suffering and want to come back to the source and this type of thing. So I'm showing you your source because it is right here. It is the most stable, the most reliable, the most truthful, even to say it is reliable. For whom is it reliable even? You see, even this word, great as it sounds, is not true actually. For whom is it reliable? Reliable is only a useful word up to a point. Reliable while you are not yet one with it. Then you say, amongst things to be trusted, this is the best. Because who is even to trust the self? There's only the self, you see. But though I say it, it is not so easily assimilated, digested, or understood yet. Because you're growing back into yourself. You're slowly waking up to the fullness of truth. As that happens more fully, you see that there are no problems. How can there be problems? Even though you may see something and looks, but that is definitely like this, and you find out, no, it is only how my mind was presenting. It is not like this. Many people are trying to control the mind. And like someone was pointing out, the mind also is kind of clever also. He's a possum, you see? It's like you slap him and he drops poof, like dead. You think, oh, I killed him, look, killed him. He's not dead. Sometimes just like this, something play, then up again. Why is not dead? Because you, the ego, is not dead.
Yesterday I thought I think the mind is like a car, huh? I need fuel and wheels and so on. But what's happened when the mind is a horse? It can't do anything with wheels and fuel and so on. So this is why I'm asking you probably to guide the mind wisely. Yes, how? Okay, probably I'm looking for some recipe, I don't know, for some tools.
It has never worked. It has never worked. It's like
the policeman, huh?
asking a monkey
The
to
thief.
sit in meditation for half an hour. Even you say at half an hour the clock goes, then the basket of bananas will open for you. You just, for now, don't think about bananas, just be totally empty. Mr. Monkey, come on now, you can do it. You will sit. Nobody's ever done it. You find out who you are, and the mind will become your servant more. Of course, we train in our culture, of human being culture, we train, and some practices are good. They help a little bit, and they do help. They help the person. They help the person to become much more, less erratic, less, reflex to run, and to train, you can say, the mind or the attention, that when that runs out, just simply be aware of it and you stay here. That is speaking to consciousness, actually. Don't go with this. And you find that as you observe more, then you believe less in what you're seeing. You're not so easily sucked into the drama of mind like that. And after a while, the energy stop going out and start to just be present as presence. Then you feel the sense of this harnessed presence is here. You're not hemorrhaging energy every time the monkey goes out, to try and bring the monkey back. You are here. And you notice this, but you're paying more attention to the awareness space than to the things that keep popping up. For a while, we're only giving attention to the things that pop up, you see. And we're running after them to try and quiet them or something. But you are now advised just to be aware of it and to see that the projection that comes in the mind that if this thing pops up and runs away, it means you're going to be in trouble later, and it starts to build all this type of complex thinking, so you cannot rest. So you're purchasing some projection about what this means also. It makes you more anxious, brings you more personal. And so it's very difficult to just stay put here, because you're staying put here as a person. But as soon as you begin to see that this sort of person also is connected to the monkey, let them both go. Then you see that your person is not you. It is only your present construct that you believe in out of habit. The moment that is seen, a great space is opening up. You're not a prisoner anymore. You see, whoa, the power of observation. And also to not be passionate about your observing, not identified with it. Don't take it personally. Just be in a detached space of only looking, as though you're only your eyes. Just looking, but not creating, interpretations of what you see. Just being the being itself, the space in which these thoughts, at first it feels impossible. As soon as a thought comes, something goes. And then the voice tells you, no, stay. You're not that which goes. This is just your favorite habit. You stay, you observe this, you see this, be one with this. And gradually, you see, it comes quiet. I gave an example. I think it has worked for many people, and I can tell you again. It is like, put it in the form of a story. Can you imagine? A driver goes out learning to drive, and he goes out with the instructor now. It's been now a few weeks. They've understood how to look at the mirror, signal, maneuver. This doesn't happen in India, by the way, I tell you. But they are driving, and the driving like this is getting the car going. And then today, the instructor tells you, come on, we're going on the highway now. He says, oh, you think I'm ready? Oh, yeah, we're going on the highway. Okay, go, driving, cars, vroom, pass. He said, just keep steady, driving. Then it starts to drizzle, some rain coming. Looking, then it gets more rain, and the instructor says, put on the windscreen wiper. Oh, where is it? Okay, you put, and then the driver starts to follow the windscreen wiper. Okay, he's driving. He says, no. Can we come off the road? I'm being distracted by the windscreen like this. You see? No, the instructor says, no, just focus on the road. Come on, focus on the road. Other drivers are coming. Whoa, what you doing? He says, no. Please. Can I turn it off? No. Keep driving. Just focus on the road. And then more rain coming, more fast. Turn up the speed. The car is going like you're drunk on the road. No, he said, no, please, can I slow down? No, you cannot slow down. Minimum, 70 per hour. Come on, keep step on it. No, but it's too much. I'm going to crash. Just focus on the road. But can I turn off the windscreen wiper? No, focus on the road. He said, no. Oh, please, could you no, focus on the road. You see? Then at one point, somehow focusing happened. When the focusing happened, the car steadies up. So you're driving, more rain is coming, more fast. No, but road, stable road. It's just like that. At the moment, I'm saying, just stay where you are, and thought comes, Mooji. I said, no, it's just focus on the silence. Stay with the silence. Yeah, but Mooji, there's a big thought coming in. So but you are not the thought. You're not the thought, you are just here. No, right? No, Mooji, there's more coming. Oh. I said, no, just focus. You're just a seer. Yes, but it's too much. No, this is also a thought. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they're coming. So no, just stay as the self. Stay as the self. Yes, but Mooji, this is too much. No, can you give me a mantra. No. Stay. Stay as the self. Please, Mooji, bless me, I'm going to cross. No, you stay as yourself. Then at one moment is, what's happening? Nothing. It's like this, you see. We are putting too much attention to thought on. It's a big thought. It's too big for me. Oh no. So no. Even this you big for me is also thought. Wow, yeah. It's really difficult. It's not. That's also a thought. It's like that. We're giving a lot of attention to what is coming up, and you're taking them as facts, but it's only fiction. You are the fact. You are the fact. You keep quiet. You stay here. Nothing is happening to you. Maybe something is happening, but nothing is happening to you. You're just witnessing all this in your stillness. And gradually you come, Then I may ask you, was that a rough ride? No. It felt like it would be a rough ride. But actually, it was just my mind playing. I was believing my mind. And then I sort of forgot that I'm just here, that nothing is happening, Suppose you had a dream. In the dream, you shot somebody. You shot the neighbor. Then when you wake up, you go to the police station. Can I help you? Yes. I'm turning myself in. I killed my neighbor. What? Okay, where's the address? You'd give address. They go there. The neighbor. He said he killed you. What is he talking? I don't know this man. No. It was last night in my dream. Are you going to go to jail? So this is called waking up. When you're looking from the place, you wake up. When you believe, you are dreaming. When you believe, these people, they're too much, and look what's happening in the world, and all these things, and you know that there are fishes falling from the sky, and all this type of thing. The world is coming to an end, Mooji. What we should do? So you are dreaming. Wake up.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's like that. And they say also, but Mooji, are you also in the dream? Yes, I'm also in the dream, but I am the alarm clock. Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. I have some letters here, and I'm told that they're piling up a bit. So you have to give me a little bit. Bowing down to you, beloved Mooji, my heart thank you for looking through the camera at me. I need the shift so much. Personal life is unbearable. At your feet, beloved Mooji, ma prem Anna. Very good, you see. When the personal life becomes unbearable, that also is auspicious, you see. It means you won't tolerate. You will not supply any more fuel to him because it's just a waste, you see. Then it becomes unbearable. Every time your mind comes up in the form of person, you turn away. Don't turn away in too much disgust, because if you become too much disgusted, you stay as your person. Just you turn away. So now, I don't have any food for you today. I don't have any food for you today. Even mine comes, please. I don't have any food for you today. So personal life is unbearable. I feel this is not a bad thing. It is on the way to something. It is the like I say, the birth pains to a higher realization of the self, of yourself. When you're not able to tolerate anymore, you're not interested in what the mind, in the form of the personal, psychological mind, has to bring anymore. It's I have enough of you. I have nowhere to look. I am what I am looking for. I am so simple. My mind would say it's a moment of suspense, but I am beyond of this moment. I'm tired and I don't need anything. Somehow, search ended. But I feel so like a dense fog which I don't know how to get out. Again, I have nowhere to look. I have nowhere to look. I am what I am looking for. If you know that much, why doesn't the letter end there? You see? I have nowhere to look. I am what I'm looking for. Stay with that. Then I am found unto myself. Now, what is found? Can you draw a picture of it? Can you take a photograph of what you have found? You see? Then you must contemplate. No, what shape am I? Any shape that is drawn is not me. It's only another image. I reject all shape. I'm no shape. What color? Any color you put. No, I'm not any color. How big? I'm no size. How we can put. What gender? Male, female. It's not like that. It's not gender. It's not body. It's not that. I am what I'm looking for. I've found it. Then what more? But the letter goes on. I'm so simple. Oh yes, so simple. Okay, it's good. My mind would say it's a moment of suspense. Okay. But I am beyond this moment. Okay. Enough said about the mind then. Because mind is saying it's just a moment of suspense. You see? So yes, I'm beyond this moment also. Don't strike up any conversation with your mind. You're looking for a date. Huh? I'm tired. But if you're nothing, how can you be tired? If you're no object, you have no form, you have no organs. The body has organs, all this. But this most subtle sense of presence or being, it has no shape, no size, no color, no gender. How it can be tired? I am tired. And I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Somehow, search ended. Okay. But I feel so like I'm in a dense fog, which I don't know how to get out. You are formless. What is fog for you? If you're formless, where's your limitation? I'm in a dense fog which I don't know how to. Why you have to get out? You're everywhere. Fog will pass. So again, I have nowhere to look. I am what I am looking for. Is this true? Is this authentic statement? You see? If I am what I'm looking for, now what were you looking for? What is it you were looking for? Truth? Yes, I am truth. That's what I was looking for. I'm so simple. Even the truth cannot even really be said to be simple or complex. No word, no adjective in any language can convey what it is, because it is beyond concept, you see. My mind would say it is a moment of suspense. Okay. But now you have left that region of mind, whatever mind has to say. Yeah. It will only be something conceptual, something, But this is some kind of suspense. But you say, I am beyond this moment. Yes, you confirm, but okay, I'm beyond this moment. I am tired. How can you be tired? To be tired, you must be an object. You must have some body, some form, some organs. Tiredness, you can say, is the body is tired. Mind seems to be tired. But this is not my concern. And these are only momentary. Maybe mind is tired for a few moments. It springs back to some dynamic activity later. Not concerned about these things. It's just a play of life. I don't need anything. Somehow the search ended. Why search end? Did you say, I've ended the search? You ended the search? Or the search as an idea dropped away by itself? We don't say, but let's see. Somehow search ended, but I feel so like in a dense fog which I don't know how to get out. So don't make any conclusion about what you are yet. Don't say what you are. You see? Because still the mind is active and there's still some relationship going on there. What the mind is suggesting, you are sometimes giving too much attention to that. So it is creating some duality in yourself. If you are nothing, what have you got to say about anything at all? Somehow perceiving of all things maybe take place, but because the body is here and the senses are here, you're going to make use of them. You don't curse the senses if you are free. You don't curse the mind, because mind now is behaving in the freedom. The senses also are cooperating and they are also working in freedom. So nothing to destroy. Why get rid of ego also? Ego becomes something more light, more playful. You see? When your mother called you John, you don't say, no, I'm not John. Call me the great I am, or something. No, you will not do that, because then you see you have got some complex about it. Your mom, you go, John, yes, mom, yes. You've left your room in a mess again. Okay. Thank you, mom. I'll clear it up, okay? Don't try to define yourself and say, I'm this, and now the search has ended, and just keep quiet, you see? Just keep quiet. Whatever comes in the mind, something's aware of it, and then any urge to develop the object into the mind, to solidify them or to make them concrete, something may feel, why bother? Nothing. You're already in a state of contentment and completeness. What is your work now? Simply, whatever comes through this form is what is ordained to come through this form. It's a joy. Everything you do is a joy. And when you do anything with joy, you don't call it work even. So, thank you, Mooji, for this online retreat. My wife, Lorraine, is sitting in the tent with you. I have already caught a glimpse of her. In preparation for this retreat with you, a new awareness of myself opened up. This involved no effort, no conviction, no jumping off, and offers no particular joy, so to speak. It is just a great spacious contentment and all-knowing beingness. This is always present when I notice it. When you, Mooji, point to it, this is in the foreground and holds everything. Awareness happens in it. I am very happy with this. Thanks be to Ramana, Papaji, and Mooji Baba. I love you. I am called George. Yes, the George you always talk about. A little bit one more. Dear Sri Mooji, yesterday's pointing have hit the chord. I finally realized the real meaning of not being my focus attention, but actually being everything around it. Such a space and freedom. Immediately, your story of a black and white picture with the vase and the profiles arose. It felt as until now I was containing myself like a ball of tight folded socks, and now the ball is opening, unfolding from inside out, and such a long pair of socks. It is still opening as I write this. Thank you, thanks to entire Sangha. I love you so much. Jalina Vuk. What name is that? From where? Jalina Vuk, V-U-K. I have not heard this one. Jalina Vuk. Okay, let me read. And this one says, my dearest Mooji, this afternoon, softly gazing at fledgling sparrows discover their liberating wings. Personal identity dissolve and simple presence blessed my being. A dawning so fragrant of the one who watches and the one that watches the watcher. 1,000 gratitudes from my heart to yours in humility and love. Sun-kissed blessings, Christina. Very nice. Can I do one more? And then we can, because they're going quite quick today. So they're getting longer here, I know. Dearest Mooji and followers, I need your help to enable me to embrace emptiness because it has been terrorizing me for a long time, being equal to abandonment, isolation, guilt, and fear in my experience. I used to be able to tame my intimate enemy, but since I decided to stop compromising with the truth of the self, it launched a sly war, killing me softly through food addiction, which still offers the illusion to fill the void, but which becomes much more risky with age, 60 plus, and a more sedentary life. Sedentary means what? Slow, sedentary life. I believe it is truly becoming a life and death question. Even during this retreat, as the presence become more manifest in serene silence, the Vasana is getting out of control and seems to slip through inquiry. Please help. Gratefully and lovingly, Renee from Montreal. You see, so the thing is, the issue is with this sense of emptiness. From the beginning, I need your help to enable me to embrace emptiness. If you embrace emptiness, it will swallow you up. Like zero, no? They say. Anything that you touch with zero becomes zero. But this might create big fear again, you see. For who? The sense of the person who feels that as long as I have some qualities and some good qualities, I know I'm alive. Because I know that I have a description. I have a form, I have qualities, I have virtues, you see? So, this, at least I know I am this. But at the same time, my qualities may be disturbing me. And something intuitively feel that emptiness holds the answer, you see? But at the same time, to embrace the emptiness is itself sort of fears come because it has been terrorizing me for a long time, being equal to abandonment. So this emptiness, that I speak of emptiness or nothingness, but in the mind here of René, it is synonymous with abandonment, isolation, guilt, and fear in my experience. This emptiness, you see. So the mind is really doing very well in this, in creating this distortion about emptiness. It is twinned it with, abandonment. So, you don't want to go to emptiness because again you go back into the feeling of rejection and being left. You're being abandoned here. And isolation, you're on your own. Nobody will reach you there. So it has changed the meaning, you see, of what I mean by emptiness, and is substituted now also this abandonment, isolation, guilt, fear, all this comes up there. I used to be able to tame my intimate enemy. This enemy you must not tame. You cannot tame him. He has to be evicted altogether. You see. But since I decided to stop compromising with the truth of the self, you see, it launched a sly war, killing me softly through food addiction, which still offers the illusion to fill the void, but which becomes much more risky with age and a more sedentary life. So, but maybe you're working out too much. And the more you are trying to explain, you see, because then because I am I'm attracted to the emptiness, but at the same time it's representing rejection, isolation, fear, guilt. So something doesn't want to go there. This now has become my own kind of psychosis now. And so the mind itself, when I decided I am not going to compromise on the truth, you're saying that he is now changed strategy now. Okay, I'll get you through food. Yeah, I'm going to slow down your life. And then if he can't get you in the old way, stay with this. This way that you decided, I'm not compromising the truth now. I'm not going to try and tame you. I'm not going to try and pacify you. Why should I try and pacify my enemy? You see? I'm not going to do that because that's playing into your hands. I am honoring the truth. Then he turns up the fire. Yeah, I'll get you through food. Maybe like this. Then in food, maybe in another, you're 60 plus, maybe in another 10 years, I'll kill you. You see, whatever. Yeah? Then you're, oh my God, but I want to be 70. No. You have to say, well, you're going to kill me in 10 years, I'm going to kill you today. Let's see who dies first. You see? You cannot try to win on every level. Win on the most important level, and you get him anyway. I believe it is truly becoming a life and death question, even during this retreat, as the presence becomes more manifest in a serene silence. The vasana, deep-rooted tendency, meaning, is getting out of control and seems to slip through inquiry. Why it's doing this? He's wriggling out. Why? Wriggling out. Why? Because you're onto something. If you left him alone and you go, you even have a shrine to your ego. Mr. Ego, you'll be good today and don't disturb my life today, thank you. Okay, go. And while you're going, kick you, get out there. What life you have? So now you say, no, I won't compromise. I'll stay, I'll face you, you see. Then he, what to do? But you're participating somehow, cooperating somehow, by going too much into these explanations, you see. Why? I say this because in going through the explanations, you're retaining your identity. You see this or not? You see it? By, yes, what I will do is, you see, I will try and do this and so on, and, then, if he does this, you're still being a strategist, playing the game, you see. Because as long as you stay as a person, he will keep coming to you. In whatever, you could wear a space suit, scuba diving suit. You see, he's still, one boy, I know, some of you will know him, he called one time, both he and his sister, but he was the one who was really strong, young man in America, he told me, he's going to destroy the ego. He's taking like 2 months or something, or 2 or 3 months, anybody can remind me? He was locking himself in his room. He says, I'm not going to eat, and I'm not going to go out, because when I go out, I'm in the company of people, and then the ego uses the situation, and then I'm easily overwhelmed. So I'm locking him out. I'm locking myself in, I'm locking him out, you see? And I'm going to destroy any remnants I have of him inside. I tried to talk him out of it. I said, listen, the ego, is like, he doesn't need a key to your house. He's already in. That's why you're doing this. You're trying to lock him out. So even during this retreat, as the presence become more manifest and serene, in serene silence, you see, the fasana is getting out of control. He's itching. He's itching. And he's going to try and come with all his power, what's left, which is draining, by the way, it's coming out. Sometimes they say when the fire is going out, the smoke becomes very big. Now he's attacking you with smoke, you see. But I'm telling you, don't flinch, meaning don't run, don't hide. Make your stand. You're not alone in the personal sense. You are alone as being. This is a tremendous power. You don't need him, this mind thing. You have to transcend him now, you see. And of course, if you think the mind is going to go, okay, I'll leave now. Excuse me, I'll go to your neighbor. He's not going to do that. You have to throw him out. Or how you throw it out also is by staying here. Then his voice, when you speak, you see it that it's just another voice. Who is he speaking to? He said this. Then the voice becomes thinner and thinner. If you stay where I tell you to stay. And don't expect it to be finished in 5 minutes. Don't go and say, look, I'm going to give 5 minutes of inquiry now. Then I have to go and have lunch. And then I go to play golf. No, maybe all night you have to sit and you're sweating it out because he's coming from different ways, but you're holding and you're trying to hold being silent, sometimes being pulled, and it's like this. But every moment is worth it. You see? So Renee, you watch this over again, this video, what I'm speaking about it, and try to apply, see where I'm speaking. You only need to stay. Don't have to go and, buy any arrows, spears and swords. You stay in this neutrality. Be confirmed in it. Who are you here? What is your surname in awareness? Then as you confirm in your emptiness, you see him coming. Maybe he won't wait until you are fully confirmed. He's going to come early. Still, you will do it. Where are we now? You come. This one. It's okay, Stanano. Okay,
Namaste,
let
Mooji.
me hear you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I wanted to ask you for the guidance, but today I was sitting and I thought I need to share my story a bit before I ask. I was about 12 years old, and I was lying on the floor, and I was very sad. And a lot of thoughts were coming, and I was crying. And it was a big feeling of abandonment, because I thought that all people I love are leaving from this world, and are leaving me. My father died when I was 7, and the person I thought, or whom I accepted as my father, died when I was 9. And then 1 year later, my grandmother, who raised me, because my mother was working all the time, also died. So I was 12 years old, I didn't know how to handle it. And I was alone most of my time. So I was lying on the floor with my eyes closed. And then this question came, who I am. It came out of nowhere, because I've never read this question before, and no one even asked me this question. I've never heard it before. And I didn't even try to answer. I was just lying there with all those thoughts. And then a moment later, they all disappeared. And the silence came. It wasn't even a joy or happiness. It was just quiet. And then I realized that it will all pass, and I shouldn't be sad. And from that moment on, I was trying to find an explanation what that was. And I was following different pathways, and I was doing yoga, and still is, and meditation, and it all helped. But then 2 years later, my yoga teacher introduced me to you. And when I saw your first video, it all came to places, and I realized what that was. It was I am. So that's a short story, and thank you very much for this clarity and this feeling of I am, and that silence was guiding me in this life, and I was seeing how this life unfolds beautifully. Of course, there are many disturbances of the mind which come, but now with your pointings I can observe them, and I know how to handle them now. But I do have a question. For the past 7 years, I've been witnessing a lot of suffering in the person whom I deeply care for. He's struggling with his life and trying to control his life and find his way. And I thought I can help him. And I was trying to give him advice or some guidance based on my experience and what I know. But it doesn't seem to go through. And I showed him your videos, and it's still, maybe it's just going slowly, but seemingly it doesn't happen. He's still very, very attached to many things, including me. So I wanted to ask you for the guidance. How to deal with this situation? I mean, I was trying to let it be as it is and see how it unfolds, but it's just not changing. And then at one point, this inner urge came that I cannot be like this anymore, and something has to change, because it's not good for me, it's not good for him.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is he getting worse or better?
Sorry?
Is he getting worse as time go on? Or is it kind of all the same?
He's not getting worse. I think he's getting a little better, but very slowly. And then I'm never sure if he's getting better, like for me, because he knows that if he does things or if he says certain things, then it will please me. Or is he really changing a bit?
Yes, yes. It's a difficult one, that one, then, because if someone is doing something only to please you, then also it can increase their own anxiety in silence. They love you, he doesn't want to upset you, try to please you, but it's not really genuinely coming, you see? Then it's and you say that he's suffering. From what is he suffering? Why is he suffering?
He can't find his place in the world. He doesn't know what he should be doing. He doesn't have a job right now, and he's looking, but it's just not coming. And I was trying to tell him that there is a reason for that, and he probably should look inside. But he is explaining this mainly with all external things, you know. Job market is not good, and all those things, and it's the wrong country, and so I was trying to, you know, guide him a bit inside. But I also don't think I have a role of a spiritual teacher for someone if he doesn't want that.
Yes, it's not necessarily doesn't want that. Maybe you don't have that type of experience to find where he's really at. And if you are not capable of doing this in that way, then somehow nothing is going to happen, you see. You have to first, there's a saying, you must become the change you wish to see in the world. It's a very powerful thing. You want the people to be more like this, you must be yourself like that. You be free in a true way. And out of the wisdom of your own freedom, it will guide, a light will be there to guide you what to do from moment to moment. Not ahead of time, just moment to moment. Just in the way that you are. Maybe one time you just say, listen, I'm going out for a walk. Where are you going? No. You take care of yourself. I go. Because that's the right thing to say, but it's not coming from a psychological mind. It's just the spirit is behaving like that and you're totally one with it. And it would be very different if he was in the space where there are beings who are not feeling that, anything in that. But not as a kind of technique, it's simply they are themselves as well, you see. And don't over-care. Sometimes you're caring too much, trying to do too much. You see, you be happy. The greatest help you can be for anyone, you are happy, you're content in yourself, but you're not going around whistling. Not this, but as you're happy. And you show them that you love them, but you're not going to go that far. You're not going to put the spoon in the mouth and, massage the leg. And no, you say, no, you better snap out of that, man, because we need some oxygen in this relationship. Come on, Sometimes it may come that you want to say that, maybe another time not. Maybe another time you are very kind and loving and so on. But it's not coming from the person's experience. It's like it's coming out of presence, you see. That may be different. And perhaps also sometimes people just need time to be fully miserable. Until they can't take it anymore, And there's nobody around them to kind of play into it. And then they come out of it, or they do something beyond what we imagine. But you are not responsible for that.
Sometimes when he sees that I'm truly happy, I think it hurts him as well, because he's suffering, and then he asks, how can you be so happy while I'm suffering? You probably don't care about me.
Yeah. It's how it goes. You see? Then when you are so steeped in your own delusion, then it's like you cannot be, content or happy with people who are happy, You feel very resentful, you get upset. You see? So, yes, I don't know what to do, but maybe it's a hopeless case, I don't know. I'm only joking.
And a couple of months ago, actually, something really spontaneous happened to me. I just said that I have this strong inner feeling that we do need to separate, because I cannot help you. And I have this feeling that if we separate, it will be better for you as well. Because I felt that he's so much attached that it somehow prevents him from going forward.
It could be the medicine he needs.
And well, he got really hurt, but I still think it's for better. I mean,
This hurt is not real.
I think so, yeah.
This hurt is not real. It's not real. If someone is used to a certain habit and you want to change, they're not going to be, don't expect them to be happy about it. You see? You have to be strong enough to say, okay, no, even don't tell them about, look, I'm going to leave you next week, Wednesday. No, don't. Just say, it's enough. One day you go shopping, you don't come back. He's at home waiting with a knife and fork on the table and no food today. It works. Very often, not always, it doesn't work. If you are strong enough to do that. It's also an expression of love also. But strong, it's strong. And yeah.
Thank you. Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a very lucky person, not to have someone care so much, but don't overdo it. Don't over care. Like this. Yes. And that love, that hug, then you give him from me as well. But don't tell him. Okay, come. Oh no, E is first. Now you can come.
Mooji. I'm not a Christian because I don't speak English.
Yeah. Francais, no? It was French.
Yes.
Who is the French translator?
It's not. I not need because I
can try to translate.
He can translate.
J'ai pas besoin de.
No, if you look at me, and he will tell me.
Jusqu'à
Vous avez
maintenant.
besoin, vous avez besoin d'un translateur ou?
Oui, merci. Alors,
Ah, d'accord.
Et en même temps, non. Mais parce que. Mais si, reste.
Ouais.
I'm sorry. Mon enfant comprend
My child
tout.
understand everything.
I understand everything.
Yeah, my child understand everything.
I'm sorry. J'ai perdu.
I lost the.
J'ai besoin juste de
I just need to
rire avec toi,
laugh with you,
danser avec toi.
dance with you, and
Sorry. Je veux juste jouer avec toi.
I just want to play with you.
Je suis le joie. D'accord. J'ai besoin que de ça. Les paroles.
I just need that. The words are...
Je ne comprends pas. Même si tu parlais français,
I don't understand what you say, even if you were speaking French.
je ne comprendrais pas.
I will not understand.
You don't understand when I speak French?
Even if you were speaking French. Yeah.
Huh?
Even if you were speaking French.
Or even if I was speaking French, you still would not understand what I said. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Je comprends juste mon cœur et ce que mon cœur voit.
I
Et je
just
vais...
understand what my heart is seeing.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Juste
What is your heart seeing?
Qu'est-ce que ton cœur voit?
Le sourire.
The smile.
Mm-hmm. I think that's quite okay.
Je pense que c'est bien.
Yes, because
Parce que
I would still only encourage. Something brought you here, no?
il y a bien quelque chose qui t'a amené ici.
Uh-huh. And simply continue staying. If you can come to the front and sit and simply just be present, don't say, "Okay, I don't understand what he's saying," and just be open and be there. And let's see what happens.
Et simplement reste là le plus simplement possible, même si tu peux venir devant, c'est encore mieux. Et reste là tranquille, ça se passe.
Ok. Je peux venir.
Can I come and hug you?
Yeah.
Non?
Yeah, everything is now. Je t'aime. Merci beaucoup. I see you in this color. Are you sannyas?
Je te vois avec cette couleur. Est-ce que tu es un sannyasin?
Peut-être, oui.
Peut-être.
Maybe I am.
Does that mean maybe you're on the way in or on the way out?
Est-ce que ça veut dire peut-être que tu vas en devenir un, ou est-ce que tu en étais un de sannyasin? Est-ce que tu étais un sannyasin avant, ou est-ce que tu vas devenir un sannyasin?
He's on the way out. Avant?
On the way, est-ce que tu en sors ou est-ce que tu en rentres? Ah, yeah, he's on his way out.
Yeah. C'est bon. Very good. Thank you, Mr.
Hi, Mooji.
Hi, darling.
I'm here for the first time.
Yes.
And been watching you 2 years on YouTube or online.
Yes.
And followed your pointings. And when I had the idea I was going to come here, my mind told me, you are not ready. And I had so much resistance, so many fears coming up. And my mind went totally crazy. And in the end, I dropped the idea about coming here. And then I had an amazing, just quiet came over me. I had dropped everything about my expectations, what I wanted.
Yeah.
I just dropped it, and I was fine. And then I mentioned to my boss, I had asked if I could get off from work
Yes.
ages ago, and the day after she said to me, are you going to this retreat? I said, oh, I don't think so. And after she asked that question, everything changed inside me. And I just knew I was going. I'm just so grateful to be here, and I just love you, Mooji. It is so amazing, and I just love being here.
Hey, this is so good. This is so
And
good.
it's like, I think I have experienced space, I have experienced peace on and off. And one time, some years ago, I experienced being in this peace for 1 month, and then it left me again.
Yes.
So I've had this experience on and off,
Yes.
but I come back in my mind. And I thought, I'm going this time to meet Mooji, and I thought, I'm here. My purpose of being here is to ask for your help to let go of everything that I am not, because
Yes.
I just don't want this bloody mind anymore.
Yes. It's very good. It's very good. And you know, your story in coming and the resistances that come, it's quite a common thing actually. That you're made a higher choice, no? You want to come.
Yeah.
And then it seems like many things come to put you off coming, you see? And yet, through all of that, you were open enough to sense that grace was giving you a chance by your boss coming and saying, are you going to go or not? It did something inside, no? And I remember one man, I told him, maybe he's watching also, from London, and he was coming, he asked, can I see you one-to-one? And it has been postponing a few times like that. And these days I was getting not so much more, I don't want to have this one-to-one anymore. But still he said, please, can I come one more time? Can I come? And I said, okay, you can come. Then I waited, and eventually he turned up and he said, you know, it was so difficult to come today because first my leg was hurting so much, more than usual. Then I'm coming also, I almost got hit by a bus, you know. I said, what, maybe I'm not supposed to go there. But he said, I know, something is played like this before. And he came. And in those days, I had a place in one at the bottom of the block of flats, one very narrow room I had as an office there. We call it the cave. And he came there, and we sat down, and we talked, And at some point, it became very clear for him. And we were sitting in this room. It's got one window in this little narrow place. And this is an autumn in London, very dull grey day. And suddenly, the room lit up with this golden light. I said to him, "Can you see this light?" He said, "Yes, I can see it." I said, "Where is it coming from?" Because outside is all grey, the window grey. Where is this light? No electricity. Where is this light coming from? He said, "It's coming from my heart." This light lit up. Then after many years, now one of the times I've been in London recently, I saw him, you see. And I said, "This is the man I'm telling you about." He actually came and met me in the private room. I introduced him to some of the Sangha there. This is when I told this story, it is him. This happened. And because something is seeming to block your moving fully into the space your heart yearns to be, and yet when he pushed through, all this flowered in him like that. So don't be put off. It is as though the mind would like you to give up, to break your intention. But you made it, you came, you're here. And you are beginning to feel your own heart's radiance. This joy, this peace is here, you see. So this gives you strength inside also, not to give up. Every time some contrary thought come like that, you don't give up. And we are going to see what is going to happen by the end of this retreat. For you and many beings.
I sort of feel that intellectually, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I do realize there's another dimension as well, emotional, all kinds of thoughts that I'm identifying with.
Yes.
Still, even though I understand with my mind, but I know my mind doesn't understand a lot anyway. But
Yes. And can you name one of these things that seems to come up for you, that you get pulled into?
well, one belief I had for many years, like I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And yesterday, funnily enough, I saw on your notice board, Mooji's, from your white fire, I believe it said, "You do not have to change yourself." And I have had this belief for many, many years. There was something about me I needed to change.
Yeah.
And yesterday I thought, wow, I don't need to change anything. I just need to drop this belief.
Yeah. It will drop more easily. There's two ways of going about it. To try and drop it, which is also a mean to turn away. Each time it come up, you don't entertain it, you see. Somebody just turns away from it. Then it can probably come back and says, you're trying to run away, but you can't run away from me. And oh my God, it's like it's chasing, But you keep on just turning away. And you become better at it. And gradually, it knocks on your door, but you don't have to answer. Maybe it come like this, but there's another way. And that is the way I'm pointing most clearly to. You are aware of this voice, this feeling, these thoughts that come. You are aware of them. This awareness itself is not being attacked. Your awareness is not being attacked. The idea you have of who you are, which is also appearing in the awareness, that is being attacked. Your awareness is not being attacked, you see. In the awareness you perceive this voice coming and say, yes, you. But you assume that this you is a person. And only when you become a person, you see, this voice can mean something, yes, you're not good enough, you see. It's a shame, you're born you're on the wrong star sign. You are this. It will find whatever you have given into, it will use this. You see? Yeah, you were born in where? In Brighton. No, in Brighton you can't wake up. You can't wake up. Whatever, because we believe so much nonsense anyway. You see, and something. Oh no, it's not Brighton. I'm from Hove. No. Hove as well. You can't wake up. It will find something because you have a tendency to believe this voice. You see, but when I say to look from this place, just as awareness itself, not as your identity. Look at your identity and observe how your identity is behaving under attack and see that both the identity and the attacker of the identity are both phenomenal. This you see. Because something is having a fight there, something is feeling depressed about it. But from the place of awareness, awareness is not suffering. Please, if I can get this, you see, if I can get this to you, I don't have to give you any other thing. If you can get to see from this place, you are solving the mystery, what seems to be a mystery in this universe. You're watching all of this. These voices that seem so real, you grew up with them, they seem to have a hold on you. They follow you around, even if you go to another country, start fresh by yourself, they follow you in your head. How you can be free of them, just like I'm showing you. To whom are they speaking? Who is intimidated by this voice? Please take a look. You have been assuming for a very long time, well, it's me, because you have limited what you are to a sense of being a person. And this person or not is being under attack. In fact, in the big picture, you're going to come to see that this attacking mind is also in service to your freedom. You see? Because it is only attacking what you are not. I wonder if you realize this. He can only bite what you are not, but something is insisting that's what I am. And then you say, ouch, 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 why help me to get rid of him? And then I'm trying to get rid of you. I say, help me to get rid of him, Mooji. I say, best way of getting rid of him, shoot you. And then you and him is gone. Is it? So who is this me you're trying to preserve? Because you are experiencing that. You are the vulnerable one being attacked by this guy who I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Don't shoot me. I'm innocent. You see? And you feel that there's all there is to you. Is you are this innocent one. I'm a good person, you know. I didn't do anything wrong. You see? But you are believing in this thing, and then this one who is believing and the thing it's believing in are both corrupted, you see. It feels hard to hear it because this is the place that you have put so much investment, so much belief that this is where you are. But you are infinitely more than this. Infinitely more than this, you see. As you begin to look and say, but wait a minute, you know, you're saying that you're not good. Who is not good enough? Let me see, who is not good enough? Try to find the one who is not good enough. Don't hold any thought like, no, but I am good enough. No, don't go there. Find out who is not good enough. Look, who is it? See if you can identify the one who is not good enough. And a lot of assumptions are jumping forward to say, look, you know, it's a foolish question. Why is he asking? Of course it's you. Why put yourself through all this discomfort, you know? He's such an unkind man. Is he? Who is it? Who is suffering, you know? Look. You see, the sense of suffering is here. Where's the sufferer? Just try and find. And see if you can catch the sufferer. Because until you look, it keeps on appearing as a reality in your mind, this construct of a self. And you simply just took it, you see. This identity, you embraced it. Yeah, well, you know, what can I do? The mind just is always troubling me, and I'm never free of it. I just want to sleep. It never lets me sleep. So you are who? You are who? He said, no, I don't understand this question. Why are you asking this question? I don't understand this question. I don't understand this question. I came here to be helped, and you are confusing me. You're not helping. You who are confused is who? Oh, there you go again. Just give me the tablet, man. Just give me the injection. That's all I come for. I don't want all this complex talk. Who is this one? Is he? You have to jump over your mind. Who is this one? You're carrying a conviction about something that doesn't exist, only exists in your own mind. But it's not enough to say that. You have to see. Of course, consciousness is there, and that's what makes it difficult, because you know that you are. I know I am. This conviction I cannot take from you. I know I am. But what are you in this? I know I am, I know I exist. But you're taking this I exist to be only personal. And the person is only like a kind of a garment that it wears for a while. You are the presence, you are the self, disguised as a person. And this person is the one who is suffering, and the mind is biting him. So you have to remove the person, let mind take him then. You see, you're fully here. The threat is that if I give up my person, what have I got left, you see? When the person is given up, you're everything left. You're everything and nothing. And yet I am telling you, you think, well, if I give up my person, then that means that my family is gone, my job is gone, my house, my car, my God. My insurance is gone, my birthdays are gone, my anniversary. Oh, Mooji, there's a lot you're asking for. No, just the attachment, the burning, limiting attachments, they lighten up, you see. Nothing is wrong with anything in itself. It's only what it has become to mean for you. And its meaning is imprisoning you into a very narrow mode of a person. You are consciousness itself. But you must confirm this, you see. In just in the way I'm showing you, that the sense of your person can be perceived. Your attachments, the mind, the troubles, the ego, all these things that you're just perceiving. And then in a few seconds they're gone. Where are they? No reality. Few seconds ago they're beating you. Oh my God, no. Then another moment they're gone. Where are they? Where are they? It only has to raise you up as a person, even for a few seconds, to keep the notion of the person still alive. And then you say, yes, the mind comes, and then it goes again, and then I'm happy again. But each time it brings you into the state of personhood, you are confirming your personhood, then you can go again and feel free. And because every now and again, you see, it has a direct debit to your account. Every now and again you supply a little belief, I am still the person. Very good, thank you. Have a nice day. You go back out again. It is soon gone. You came here for this. Yes. Don't leave without it. You came here for this. I'm on your side to encourage you. It is very simple what I'm speaking. It's the mind's resistance that's making it seem hard. This you will break. What is your feeling at this moment? Tell me, share with me what is happening.
I'm okay. I'm really okay. I feel my hands are shaking and everything, but it's okay. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Can I give you a hug?
Yes, yes, go on.
Thank you.
Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love.
So grateful to be here.
Yes, yes. I'm very happy you made it. Very happy you made it.
Thank you very much.
Very happy you made it. Yes. Many things are going to fall away for you. But it is not important for me that you only have a fleeting experience. So that in the future you only speak of this moment with nostalgia. It must be secure, meaning that we are cured from these spells of delusion. You have to be cured. Not just a little relief, but release, not just relief. If it's only relief, it will not be long before the next attack comes. When release comes, attempted attacks will come, but you will stop them in their tracks. You will see them ahead of time. You will see them because you are centered in the true. You're centered in the truth. And you feel them, and they will not trouble you. Even if they seem like surprise attacks, it means nothing for you. Because you're so secure in your heart. There's nothing at all. You see? We're only feeling destabilized because our energies are placed a bit outside. And because of that, you feel insecure, unstable. You know you cannot take another attack, it will throw you off. That's the feeling. But only because we are still living with the notion of ourselves as being just personal. This is changing now. You're becoming less personal, more universal. Consciousness more stable. You see? And in that universal consciousness space, mind is really, it loses all its virility, it's gone. It's behaving in the proper way now. It is in service to the truth. This is the change around that's happening. You see, this you came for. As you find it, you will be saying, yes, 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 of course, it's yes, yes, of course. You see?
I came for this.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Can I try one more of these ones? It's 12:02 now, okay? If that means anything. Dearest Mooji, since meeting you online several months ago, my earnest, heartfelt striving and fullest attention has been an opening to peace and presence through your pointings. Love has called me, and I am on a bullet train to emptiness. Yes. Since I have no other human contact or guidance but your videos, I sometimes feel disoriented and wondering where I am in this process. How do I know? With all of my love, Sandra. Again, since meeting you online several months ago, my earnest, heartfelt striving and fullest attention has been an opening to peace and presence through your pointing. Love has called me, and I am on a bullet train to emptiness. You are not other than the emptiness. You don't need any train, not even bullet train. The emptiness is instantly revealed. It is the most stable, limitless. Simply don't combine your attention, your mind, yourself with any phenomenon. Don't combine. You can observe everything, but don't purchase anything. In the heart, I mean. Simply you look. Be more of an audience to life. Observe no more. This body is carried along in the wave, in the stream of existence anyway. I'm not saying sit at home, be a recluse. No, move in your own natural way. But inside, remain empty. Don't tell anybody this, because the world doesn't like to hear you say that. They want to argue. And you don't need to argue. Outwardly, you may see and say that you're speaking in this way or that way, but inwardly you remain in total serenity and quietness. This is an increasing quality. You simply look, but don't invest. If you want to invest, invest in yourself. Invest in being just quiet and stay here, looking. Mind is going to present many things to engage with and say, yes, look at this, and compare and evaluate, interpret, project, and all of these things. But you see gradually, this is just pastime, waste of time. As you continue to pay attention to your own stillness, something is developing inside this stillness. A deep love and a feeling of grace and lightness is there. You'll begin to appreciate being this way more and more. The more you love it, the less the mind will trouble you. The mind actually is helping you to wake up. You see? Since I have no other human contact or guidance but your videos, I sometimes feel disoriented and wondering where I am in this process. But even the feeling of disorientation is only a sensation. You must get this. Everything is only a sensation, you see. A thought comes, it's not going to happen. Perhaps you're not going to wake up. Why you must believe these things so quickly? You know, there are people who seem to have no resistance to any thought that comes. They believe all of them. Whatever thought comes, they act it out. They thought, this person, look at this one to the left. Look at him, he doesn't like you. They are just acting out their thoughts. They're like acting out their thoughts. In another one, the thoughts come, but they're not given any endorsements. Then they completely reduce in power because they cannot live. You see, they don't have any power of their own. They can only appear. But they cannot live or thrive by themselves. They live on phantom power, meaning that they plug into your power. And when you believe in them, you energize them and give them life. This is how it works. You must come to see like that, you see. They seem to suggest something. The more you believe in them, they seem to have a kind of autonomy. But they don't have any autonomy. A thought cannot think itself. It cannot believe in itself. It is you who believe in it. And then it becomes alive, fluid. It becomes thinking. If a thought appears to you, that's not called thinking. It's only thinking when you connect with it, and then it's, and then this thinking begins. You see? And the very fact that many thoughts come, but they don't proliferate, they don't grow, because they didn't get any oxygen from you. You have no interest. So they could not live, they just subside in their power. Now just imagine if all thoughts were like that for you. It's not like you're hiding from thoughts. You cannot hide from thoughts. They come from inside anyhow. You cannot hide from them. Let them come, but you stay as you are. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj said something very beautiful. He says, I leave my human nature to unfold according to its destiny. I remain as I am. Can you find space for this sentence inside yourself? I leave my human nature to unfold according to whatever destiny it has. You see? I remain as I am. That's a clear seeing. He said, somehow something is in this life wants to smoke tobacco, smoking tobacco. But I don't identify with that. And so it has no power, it's not offensive to anyone, I'm not in it. But when I'm invested and give it my power, then it becomes a kind of stench. I've validated it. But if I'm not in that, it's like it doesn't register as anything at all. In fact, it cannot even play by itself anymore. He's not concerned about it. What you deeply are attached to conceptually, you will smell like that psychically. Suppose there's someone who is really, obsessed with looking young. They're 87 years old. Okay? And, they try every day to look young and open shirt and, always looking and 11 face lifts, whatever, and try looking, And always they meet people, how old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? And they're hoping always you say, about maybe 39 or something. Then somebody come and say, 103? And that's finished. Everything is terrible. Because you smell, your presence is attracting this type of attention. Like people look and they always, because this is your fragrance. We say, what you eat, that you burp. You see? Whatever you have imbibed, that is what you will radiate. When you're someone who is pure in consciousness, the beings around you, they're attracted to, they're pulled, they don't know why they want to. This person is empty, they're so silent, I just want to be near them. They cannot even tell why. They're attracted because something in them is attracted to a pure form of consciousness or life. It is like that, you see. So since I have no other human contact or guidance but your videos, I sometimes feel disoriented. It is true that you're on your own. You don't have someone to test out your wisdom and so on. So sometimes these thoughts come, maybe I'm not sure if I've really got this, and maybe I just think I know. And you see. So this one, Sandra, I would love to invite you to come and spend a bit of time, in this environment with us in Sahaja, where you can be with beings in a Sangha and be in the energy field of Sangha more. And so it's not just something mental, like you're thinking, you're free, you're just thinking. It has to be somehow, for a while you move in the life normally and you interact with the beings and you can feel where you sit, where you stand inside your being, you see, whether you're intimidated by the sense of otherness or not, or whether it feels insignificant in actuality. And how much when you are in the presence of others, you come with this psychological self-consciousness. You know what I mean by this? You're always watching how you come across, and this is not good because it takes a lot of energy from you, you see. Yeah? And it's the ego is doing it. So then these things you bring into the fire, into the light of self-inquiry, and they begin to burn there also. The person cannot be your true place, because the person is a psychological entity, very self-conscious about these things, quite often not confident or comfortable in the presence of other beings, you see. So how can that be your natural self? It cannot be. The one who is free is not at all intimidated by the sense of otherness, you see. They see that the otherness is only a form of the one self. They do feel it exactly like that. They don't put on any show for anyone. You see, if they do, it's out of genuine love. People are coming for dinner, they tidy up everything because they are hosting God today. Whatever, there's a very different feeling. They're not trying to show you, how I live in such a beautiful place. They're not concerned about these things. This is more the egoic identity, you see. It's not such a great life like that. You're so much more beautiful than that. You're so much more complete, so much more grounded, so much more wise than that. Of course, it's not that if you enjoy beautiful things, nothing wrong with this either like that. But you're not living through them. You simply enjoy. All of this is consciousness. It does not put these things here to trick you. You become tricked because you take these things to be much more than they are, and you forget who you are. Like this. But all these things I'm talking, I don't even want to talk about it so much, because if you follow the pointing, this will come inside you naturally anyway. This understanding will just flourish spontaneously in you. You don't have to learn these things. You only have to be clear about your true position as the single seer, and that to experience whether this is a form, if you are an entity, if you are matter or spirit, you will know. And with this understanding, automatically a wisdom is released, powerful insights that take place, and everything comes right. You come. Okay. Let's see now.
Hello, Mooji.
Hello, darling.
I bring this stone with me yesterday because I want to remember to sit still in this. I've been, and I will not go to the microphone. And my ego didn't, but I'm here, so I guess it's a good sign.
Yes.
I don't like stories so much, but I don't know if you remember me for 7 years ago in Tiro. I bring this person to the stage and talked about my pain. And I have been, you give me this advice that I should squeeze the rest out of it.
Should squeeze
the rest out of the pain,
Yeah.
and experience to have this person who experienced so much pain and limiting. So I'm here 7 years after now, and I think I'm got it. I have a big breakdown this year, and I lost all my tools. A good thing, and drop, wash, fire. And then I don't know. I just really want to tell you. I shake all over because I can't believe that I'm now is going to tell you this on my heart, that I start in this darkness. I start to sing and getting songs from you. Not you, but the wisdom is just what I need. I was break down totally on darkness and on the floor, and I couldn't see any people for 1 year now, and live in the out grief. But the songs was my breathe,
Yes.
air, and I could not go away from the singing and playing whole day. And you know, my pain and my neck is breaking down, but I didn't care. And I wake up in the night with pain, powerful pain that normally did me dead. But then I just sit up and play and sing, and new songs is coming. Every time I took the guitar, and I don't play guitar, there was a new song. And I only have this desire, I feel from the talk today, that I really want to share it, and I really want to be with you in the Sangha. And I think about it all the time, my mind getting kind of crazy because it's burning so much, and I really want to come and dissolve, because I can feel the breakdown is just here. And it can take me if I start talking. So then I don't talk, but now I can feel it's here, and it comes with shakiness, and I can't. And the doctors say all this year, they say they want me to psychic hospital. Are you sure you don't want to go? Are you sure you can handle this? And I said, yes, I know what to do, and I don't need your help. But I have been very much alone and with you, and I just felt so much love and joy. And I was like a child, and I am. Here I can feel some is burping up in the retreat, but I forget everything. When I drive in car, I can forget to drive car. And then I just need to focus on the way.
Yes.
So I just want to confirm that I'm here.
Yes.
And if I feel that I can feel my ego have something that is bounding me to really be inside you. I just want to let go.
Yeah. Understand this thing, everybody, I would say, no? That nothing can bind you. Nothing can possess you. It can possess your body-mind function. It can have some strong impacts in that region, because these are fickle states and they're always moving. It cannot even possess it in any real way. It dissipates, everything dissipates. Because the law of the changeful, it is always changeful. But when I say you, it cannot bind you. I'm speaking to you as the self. Nothing can bind you. You see? Nothing can. The only thing that can make that happen is when you feel that you are something else that is boundable or bindable. But yourself cannot be bound. Your mind cannot attack yourself. It can only attack the idea you are having of who you are. And in a sense, it is right that this play, that the mind is attacking a version you're holding of yourself, it is true, so that you let go of it. Because the more you keep holding on to this notion of yourself and fighting from this place, you're stuck in a kind of battle sometime, and everything, all your energy is to try and preserve your identity, which itself is constantly changing. If you know this in the way that I am inviting you to look, then you see even these plays of things coming in, they become nothing for you. You will not fall into deep depressions and stuff again or nothing. Even you can sense that a sensation is coming like this, but you will see it merely as a phenomenon, even if it's in the body doing something. You'll be aware of yourself, which is not doing. It is just a stable being. And this fear will go from you. Because the fear is greater than the actuality. The fear has many ways to create new heads and arms and stuff and pretend all these things. It's all imaginary, see. So this is why my emphasis is always come here, be here, stand in the place of your inmost being. It is here anyway, it cannot go away. But when it manifests as you, the one who seems to have a choice, who is a seeker, then the seeker has a relative choice-making power to go with the mind flow or to stay as the presence observer. This power it has. When it stays with this presence, you see, it becomes presence. And in a short time, it gets absorbed in the absolute consciousness. The person has no future as the beautiful existence. We have, of course, it is consciousness, and of course you may get married and have a reasonably happy life, have a job and so on, because we venerate these things, we believe that they are so important. So for a while you may enjoy these things, and the pure consciousness, being timeless, is not worried if you spend another 10 lifetimes. It means nothing for the Supreme. It's not intimidated by time. But when you yourself identify as time, then time does matter to us. And you don't have the feeling, I want to spend another 6 months in this state. I have to come out of this state. You see, all of this is the pull to freedom, to come into the timeless, to recognize the timeless, you see. It is already happening here already. From day one, the fire is lit and burning. This flame never goes out. Sometimes a breakdown is the best thing that can happen to you. It triggers, you reboot the system in maybe a very good way. Something re-emerge with more clarity, more depth, more appreciation, more centered.
Yes. Every moment is new.
Yes.
every food is the first food.
Yes.
Traveling, my first flight. I was like a child flying. Gratitude for that you can stay with me so close, that you are sending online. I'm so happy for it, and I squeeze everything out. And I have this, I came here, and I have this belief that I can't get enough money. So I don't have a fridge, and I don't have water and shower. And a person said to me, it gives no meaning that you are going to Mooji and spend the rest of your money, you can have shower and fridge. And I say, Mooji is fridging my mind and shower my soul. The best shower.
Very good.
And if I can send you my songs, will you read them?
Yes, I would like to hear also when.
It will be just, my soul will be so happy if you read them.
Okay.
And I love to sing also, but I can just say yes, I will come.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I will give you that contact and everything.
I have wrote to Omkara.
Yeah. Good.
Sent her a lot of embarrassing videos.
Okay. I haven't seen. She's down there. I haven't seen them yet.
No, it was strange to send this intimity, but fun too.
Okay.
I hope you will enjoy.
Okay. I'll come to see and listen. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, after this one we must go to, I'm going to be in trouble again with the kitchen.
Hi Guruji. I'm waiting for a very, very long time to be with you.
Yes.
I'm from Brazil.
From which place?
From São Paulo.
São Paulo, okay.
And I have some questions, and they are quite mixed, but I decided not to refine it, just to be with you. And 3 years ago I was from Candomblé. I don't know if you heard about it. It's an Afro-Brazilian religion.
Okay.
And they believe in spirits. And I received I was in this religion, and we worked as medium, so we received spirits, and I was very irresponsible. So I was in my home and I smoked pot, and I started alone receiving spirits and writing. And I received a lot of messages, some messages in Yoruba, that it is an African Yoruba. And I didn't know what does it means. And then the next day I went to the center, to the casa, to the house, to speak with the mother of the house. And she said, no, it's okay, there's no problem, you should just do a sacrifice to clean yourself, clean the negative energies. And she and the Baba, the father of the house, they were married together, but they just split. So she wasn't living there anymore. And in that day, the Baba died. And I broke it completely. And I had, and then I understood, talking with other Babas, that I had the message that he was going to die, but she didn't interpreted it. But in the rituals, the funeral rituals, I started feeling very, very guilty, as I was the one who brought dead to it. And I got a breakdown, and I had to take like 3 months of medicines, antipsychotic medicines, and I was every time feeling that I was receiving bad spirits, bad energy.
Yes.
And then I decided, I went to other Babas, and they said, I think you just should leave this house. They are confused in this moment. And this was a huge trauma for me, and I decided to go away from Candomblé. But I had took 3 years of medicine, strong medicine, and this was I had like this death experience during the rituals.
Yes.
I felt like I was going to dead.
Yes.
And I say, okay, I'm going to dead.
Yes.
Let's go. And I took like 1 year to recover from it. And I feel like the good part is that it reoriented my spiritual path.
Okay.
And 1 year ago, I had a very strong experience. I was in the shower, and something went like an electricity and went to the shower, and the shower burned. And like I went to Samadhi, and I was like, wow. It was not the first time, but it was. And then the Aranunchala went to my head, and I just remember of you, and I went to this floor and started crying. And I wrote to you, and we almost did a one-to-one, but you were too busy. And when I arrived the first day and you arrived, I started crying. Very, very strong. And I don't know, but in a sense, I felt that Surema Baba, who is the Baba who died, he was in a way in the presence also here. And in a way, something give guidance, because I feel like I'm still cleaning the energy when I'm doing Gayatri mantra.
Yes.
I do it every day, and I feel like something is the energy is being like sucked from me. You understand? Like purifying each day, purifying more and more. And when you arrived, I started just crying, very strong. And I have this dream to be with you, and for a long time to be in your presence. And I had to, and yesterday and before yesterday, I haven't the courage to raise my hands, and I started dealing with this thought, I want to die. That is a thought that I feel like it's a karmic thought, because I had a suicide in my family, so I think it's a karmic pull. And like I feel I'm a shit. I have to die. I don't deserve to be in your presence. I even had the courage to look to your eyes. And I do the inquiry for 1 year a lot. And yesterday I was trying to do the inquiry in the middle of this storm. And at the same time I felt the satsang energy like teaching me something. Why I'm saying all this? And it's because I'm I don't know how to deal with this question of spirits. And in Brazil we have this, the bad spirits and the good spirits. Yes. And it's, for me, it's very difficult till now. I work with cinema, and I was called to do a movie, and it's exactly about this. A guy who has the power or the ability to hear the sound of the voices of the dead people, but he bad uses it.
Yeah.
And so the dead people come to revenge. And I read this script, I think, I'm not going to do this. Like, I don't want, I don't want this energy for me anymore. Like, because in other times I could say, okay, let's deal with this trauma, let's use it to heal it. And so, no, I don't want this. And for me, it's very difficult because I feel lots of kind of energies, and I have, as I work with actors, and a lot of emotions and a lot of other kinds of energies, I feel like every day I have to clean up myself doing Gayatri, because lots of energy comes to me and I have to clean myself. So I have this question. The first question is, one of my biggest fears was the bad spirits. I feel like more and more I'm grounded in my being. I say, okay, let it be. But sometimes it comes. So this is one of the questions. The other is, can I be on your feet? Because for me, it's something like I'm waiting for a lot of existences to be at your feet. Like it's not the first one. Can I? finally.
This is good.
You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
It's so deep. And so deep that it's scary.
I am with you.
Because I feel that's related to other incarnations, just not this one. And I don't know if I feel that's related to other incarnations, and I don't know if just my imagination or anything else. And so
You can come out of all these cycles. You can come beyond all these cycles because there are very many different layers of consciousness. It functions in many different ways. So many ways that how can I begin to tell you about them? You see? Remember also Jesus, we spoke about, he says, in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I am going there to prepare a place for you, so that wherever I am, you can be with me also. Like that. But how to explain these different realms and regions of consciousness? So without doing this, I can only tell you to come off this cycle, this wheel of samsara, and to come into the place of pure awareness, you see. Beyond this play of phenomenality. Because all these incarnations are in the wheel of phenomenality. You see. This is my connection and role with you, to take you out of them. And it's not difficult. First you come, you're here already, and to show you like that, when I ask you to look with me from this place, to look beyond your person, to even look at your person, you see. It is the person who reincarnate, meaning the mind, not the body. Body doesn't reincarnate, body gets recycled. But it's the mind that reincarnates. Mind is the one that has all the information, the psychic information of a person. And depending upon the evolution of that consciousness in the form of person, will determine and dictate the next step you will take. But I want to talk to you about that which is beyond all steps, to show you also, not just to talk about it, so that you can experience it as I do, to look, and to look from the place beyond personhood, and to show you how simple it is. The most simple thing always seems to be the most difficult for the mind that's locked into personhood, you know? Yeah. Because it pierces the veil of delusion and illusions. And something deep in our psyche is attached to and addicted to the waves of consciousness of this world. We like somehow attached to being a person, the person's sense of autonomy and all the relationships and all the attachments it forms, and it's afraid to have any of its attachments damaged. And it perpetuates the sense of person. You see? So this is what because if we talk on the level of the person, what is going to be your next incarnation? Where are we going to stop? When will this wheel stop turning? If you are going to come back as an awakened being. Why to start again from scratch? Why not in this life go to the highest possibility? The highest possibility is to be awake as pure awareness. Because all the different layers of the mind and consciousness exist only as appearance in the great awareness self. It is the super soul. Don't stop. Don't be addicted to personhood. Begin to observe, because as you deserve, it takes out that itch of personhood. Then you begin to see from the place of pure awareness how complete it is. And all the stories, they get dissolved in that universal consciousness. If you stay in the mode of person, you just hitchhike from one experience to the next, from one body to the next. Already, what have you left behind you? How many bodies you don't know?
And sometimes I feel like the mind, sometimes there is body patterns that are the mind, right?
Yes. They have no hold on you as the self. They will only have a hold on you as a person. Nothing can cling to the self in any karmic way. If you want to talk about the seeker clinging to the self as its ultimate, goal, then this clinging will absorb it. If the lesser gets merged inside the greater, what is the loss? You see? But if your mind is too virile for images and ideas and identities and relationships, maybe it's not yet ready, not enough subtle, not mature enough to somehow combust into pure silence and pure awareness. Maybe it still has too much energy, too much charge is inside your concepts, and they have to keep on playing more and more. You have to go around more times on the wheel until you have exhausted your concepts. And yet, if you are able to look, first thing is, you came here. I didn't come and I'm not waving some placard, look, come here. Your own being convinced to come here. This is already the best start. It means that something in our contact is compatible, isn't it? Because there are many beings who could not come here, they could not stay 5 minutes in this place. They'll run out screaming. You don't believe? There are beings who they come here, they could not come here. If you come here, it's because something in you is in some kind of affinity or compatibility with the energy field that is here. You came here for something. It's not just words, not just concepts. You see? It's not so much the emphasis about learning things. It's more about attunement. It's about synchronicity and harmony. Through harmony, all things come naturally. But we have venerated the mind to learn and to study like that. It's only one avenue, and it's not the strongest also. So as you become more open, you begin to see also from the truer place. The lesser place, which is the place of the person, becomes unappealing. It is too noisy. You see? Your present climate has become more pure. So you will not go back into the infested and the infected climate, which is the body, mind, and the person. You're more looking only from the place of presence. So your perception is more sound, more pure, more clear, you see? And all this dream will pass. It's only dream. Even this daily life is dream. In each instrument, in each sentient form, a unique dream is taking place. A unique portrait of the world is being created moment by moment. Which one is true? You see? Go beyond them. Go beyond them, you see? Then when you are beyond them, you can appreciate all of them. You can walk in all these worlds if you want. They will not trouble you. You see? You must vaccinate yourself from the effects of them. In Jamaica, we have a thing where we eat a lot of, like, one of the things, maybe say, green bananas, we boil them. And sometimes to work with them in the old days, when I was a young boy, used to use knives made of iron, you know. You cut the banana, top and tail it, and then you put a slice in the middle of the green banana. You could peel it then. But then very often you would have a lot of stickiness, this black gunk that sticks on your hand and the knife. It takes a long time to wash it away. So what you do is you rub coconut oil on your hand. And so this gunky black thing doesn't stick to your hand. You also have to cover yourself with the coconut oil of grace. Then all these things won't stick to you, they won't trouble you. You can go anywhere. So don't worry about those things, small things.
Can I be non-sahaja with you?
We can talk about that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. Yes. I'm in trouble with the kitchen again. You guys must tell me. I'm going to have to give somebody a clock in the front, and you tell me. It's 12:55. I'm going to have to drink dishwater again today. Very good. You are singing today? You're playing today? Come. Come. What you feel? Some want to go to lunch now. But who is coming with you? Huh? Come. I want to hear her sing. Yes, yes. Some people are going to the kitchen out of compassion for me.
Praises be to Him. He's our Lord, our Savior, our everything. Praises be to Him. He shows us we're timeless, we're boundless, we're everywhere. He shows us we're timeless, we're boundless, we're everywhere. He embraces us, He takes us home in the arms of God. He embraces us, He takes us home in the arms of God. Praises be to Him, Lord. Praises be to Him. Sadhguru, Om Mooji Baba, Om Mooji Baba, Om Mooji Baba. Baba, Om Mooji 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 Baba. He's the light of this world.
Praises be to Him.
He dispels all darkness.
Praises be to Him.
He's the light of this world.
Praises be to Him.
He dispels all darkness. And praises be to Him. Oh. And praises be to Him. And praises be to Him. Praises be to Him. Sadhguru Om Namo. 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 He's our Lord, our Savior, our everything. Praises be to Him. He shows us we're timeless, we're boundless, we're everywhere. He embraces us, He takes us home in the arms of God. In the arms of God. In the arms of God.
Very nice. Back into the arms of God. Very beautiful. Very good.
is left? What help is left? Burn it away. Just burn it away.